Hello, everybody out there in fantasy baseball land. Yes, this is me coming to you live at 3:03 on a Monday. What in the world is going on? What in the wide world of sports is happening? Well, I'll tell you what's happening. Two boys that live in this household are homesick, and the wife, well, she's at work right now at the actual office. Rare occasion for that. And just so happens that apparently there were two other children, one of which belongs to Eric, that stayed over at my house after her birthday festivities this weekend. And they all decided to get the same stomach bug. Hot damn. So 4 kids. Way to go, virus. Super excited for you. Stomach viruses, 1 or 2 or 3. So I've been taking boys to pediatricians, getting their medicine, getting Gatorade, getting chicken noodle soup. Father of the year, probably why I'm there in this legendary, rad, incredible dad. That's right, handling business. So not complaining too much. Get to do the old fantasy podcast a little bit early today. So I hope everybody had a great week. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Hope everybody was not like me and saw an insurmountable, unobtainable, uncharacteristic amount of home runs placed against them. So without further ado, let's get into week 7 and how bad it sucked. 2-7 sucked. That's that. There you go. And so you probably are noticing someone stole the title that I was going to do earlier in the week. I had it in my brain. I was like, I can see Oprah Winfrey handing out no-hitters like hot potatoes on her stage. You get a no-hitter, and you get a no-hitter, and you get a no-hitter. Everybody's getting a no-hitter. However, I listen to podcasts while working. And I've discovered a new podcast for CBS that is commentated or done by one David Sampson. David Sampson used to be the GM, I think the owner. He did a lot of stuff with baseball, mainly the Miami Marlins, and he has a podcast now called Nothing Personal. So it's kind of intriguing. I like it. I like his take on stuff. I really like his insider information that he gives into the world of baseball about contracts, about what discussions are held behind closed doors, how they actually handle the team meetings, and so on and so forth. So it's really interesting. I do not get paid by David Sampson. I wish I could. David, if you're out there and you're watching this, hey, send a little bit of that GM money my way, that owner money my way. I'd love it. So, and he also has a segment where I find it very comical because every time he obviously has to do a plug for the movie, I believe. I'm sure that's in the contract, but his last name is Sampson. And if you're familiar with the David Chappelle movie called Half Baked, he has a little segment called I Want to Talk to Sampson. And that's from the movie Half Baked. So it's really funny. Anyways, if you haven't seen Half Baked, what the fuck are you doing? And if you haven't listened to the show, maybe give it a listen because he has a lot of good insider information. And obviously, it's his own opinion. And he always ends the show pretty typically with a jab at somebody. And he throws in his own title for his podcast. It's nothing personal. It's just business. So there you go. I don't know. David Sampson, whatever. Anyways, he titled one of his shows this week, You Get a No-Hitter, and You Get a No-Hitter, and You Get a No-Hitter. Fuck. Well, I'm not going to. I mean, damn it, dude. And what was really ironic, too, was the day that I was thinking about titling this podcast that way was the day I listened to that podcast labeled that. So, I don't know. Fate has a funny way of saying, I'm here and I'm listening. Anyways, we're not here to talk about that shit. We're here to talk about our fantasy baseball and how it relates to us in a general sense. So anyways, fantasy baseball for week 7 and player haters ball, which incidentally enough is from a Dave Chappelle skit. Holy shit. Bringing that up. See, Fate's listening. I'm telling you. Anyway, so Fate's listening. All right. So backstory. A couple of weeks ago when Ray played the Duval Braves, Gibby is on air for the Frank Frangie show every week. And they have this little competition that they have amongst him and the commentators and the commentators on the Frank Frangie show. And they were praising Gibby at the fact that he had not lost in their competition of making bets for golf or NASCAR or whatever the hell they do it for. And I sent in a text, and I also made mention that, hey, Gibby, you did too lose this week. You lost to my wife. Now, bring it full circle. Fate coming back. All right, now I play Duval Braves. I'm feeling pretty good. The Braves have been sucking. Their bats have been super quiet, and we'll get into that a little bit too. I feel like this is always just a rant for me and my pity, but you know what? It's my fucking podcast. If you guys want to, make your own, I'd be more than happy to watch and listen to it. Anyways, so Gibby is on his way to losing for the first time this previous week due to the golf tournament that's going on in the PGA. And he didn't choose Phil Mickelson, and whoever it was didn't even make the cut before the weekend. So Gibby was being ridiculed for losing. However, in the world of fantasy baseball, he was far from losing any bit of that shit. Every fucking day, I was more and more and more disappointed in the fact that I don't get a fucking break. So I've decided, because I'm superstitious when it comes to baseball, if Gibby loses and whoever he's playing against, if he loses on the Frank Frangie show, he's going to win in fantasy baseball. So Eric, you listen to 1010XL. You need to be listening, because come Thursday, if Gibby is not winning, watch out. Okay? All right. Anyways, so we'll get into week 7. Here we go. I'm not going to harp on it too much, but here it is, 8-4. Couldn't get a 5th victory. I was very proud of the fact that I was like, look, I finally put up some home runs. I had 2. Guys, I've only had, I believe, 6 days in this entire thing where I've hit more than 1 home run. That would be a multi-homer day. I've hit more than 1 only 6 times in 7 weeks. That is not factual. I did not research that enough, but that's what I think. Anyways, 19 home runs. Apparently, Austin Riley has found his niche. Ozzy Albies has found his niche, and Ronald Acuna is just Ronald Acuna doing Ronald Acuna things, hitting grand slams. I think there were, I don't know how many grand slams. There's one game where they hit 2. They got that 20 runs. Thank God Ozuna did something. Thank God Dansby Swanson did something that game. But my God, my Braves that are on my team did not put up what his Braves did. That was upsetting. Anyways, pitching is what kind of held me a little bit in check and in together, because I had 5 wins, 74 strikeouts. I got 6 quality starts, and thank goodness for stolen bases, because I got them. Couldn't keep my average up, and it's hard to compete when Ozzy and Austin Riley are dropping bombs. He missed 2 a double dong day from Trey Mancini and 5 RBIs. Had he grabbed those, he'd had 21 home runs and 50 RBIs in a week. My God. So, Duval Braves, you're welcome. Happy to assist. I don't even know if this was his first victory or not, but you're welcome. That's what I'm here for. So, anyways, we're done with that. Congrats to Gibby. And y'all remind me, I want to get back into the no-hitter shit, and we'll talk about that stuff in a second. We're moving on. The game of the week, I believe, was dubbed 3 different games last week, because we had 3 matchups that were involving all of our top 6 people. Rayford Peaches, Trippin' Billies, Blue Balls, Harry Perry Testicles, Swinging Low, Red Sox Nation. They did not disappoint. So we'll get into Trippin' Billies, Red Sox Nation. This one was pretty good. 6 home runs is what he ended up hitting for the week, meaning Shane, obviously because this is a male-female competition. We do recognize and hear that they both are what they are, right? I thought so. Okay, good. All right, so Rayford Peaches, she left a few stats on her bench. This is becoming a trend with the old wifey. Pay attention to your fucking roster, people. Look here, I can't text everybody. I can't tell you what to do. I'm not telling these people what to do, Shane. I am simply giving them a reminder that, hey, look at your shit. I can't tell them who to play. I don't tell them who to play. I just simply remind everybody because the rest of you people are on top of your shit. And Gibby was on top of his shit this week too. So fuck you, Shane. All right, moving on. This was a good matchup. Close all week. She pulled out with a 7-4 victory, 26-22 in the runs. She only beat you by 2 home runs. She left 2 or several on the bench, but so did you. She only beat you by 5 RBIs. Stolen bases were close. This was a close matchup. So, if anything, it was close. That's why you got to pay attention to your shit every freaking day. The pitching, though, not so close. 10 dubs for her roster, 98 strikeouts. She ballooned the ERA. DeSclafani dropped an egg, I think it was last night against the Dodgers. I don't even want to talk about my one Dodger. But anyways, close in the quality starts between the two of you guys. Well, close, you were tied 8-8, and you got all the saves. She got nil. So 7-4 for that matchup. Better luck next time, but it didn't really affect you guys in the slightest when it came to the rankings. We'll get to that later. Moving on, I'm on the eye of the hell. Thank you, sir. This piqued my interest, this matchup all week. I was super intrigued. I wanted to know, was Nick gonna pull out the dub? And he did. And he did it in pitching. Wow, 1.79 ERA and a 0.95 on the whip. Who the hell is on your team dropping bombs like that? Zach Wheeler? Ooh, that boy is looking sweet. Sandy Alcantara. He's got some relief pitchers. Shohei Ohtani had an uncharacteristic. He benched Jameson Taillon the other day, and Jameson didn't let him run. And Brandon Woodruff, that's all he's got. I don't even think he played Kyle Hendricks this week. Did he even play? He pitched. Yeah, he pitched on 21st. He had good, but he didn't even get any stats from him. So he must have been playing the matchups. My man, good job. Got the innings limit, got the strikeouts, kept the ERA real low. Good job, Mr. Nick. You are allowed to stick around mainly because you put Mr. Rally Monkeys all the way down at the bottom, sir. Number 10. Hey, I'm not too far away from you, but my God, how does it feel, baby? How's it feel? Okay, good. Good deal. All right. So moving forward, I'm on the IL to hell. Got that dub, 7-5. And moving on, this one, I caught up this morning. Josh and Reader were in a nice little tie, 6-6. And then all of a sudden, look who helps him out. Craig Kimbrell, a relief pitcher, drops down and gets that whip, I guess, into what he needed or something. I don't know. I guess he praised him, so I guess that's where it's at. But good Lord Almighty, here we go. I'm heading into another matchup with a team that loves to hit home runs. 14 home runs to Josh's 6. 39 RBIs to Josh's 26. Wow. So obviously a nice little balance between the two gentlemen to make it very competitive, but Josh pulls out with a 6-5 win. But these two gentlemen still stayed in the top 6 regardless. And last but not least, a beatdown of beatdowns was this week's matchup between Swingin' Low and Red Sox Nation. 40 runs to 31, 10-13. Jason takes the home runs, 36-33 in the RBIs, 6 stolen bases to 1. The batting average for Eric was stupid. The OBP was dumb. Both of these teams had really good numbers, but at the end, it just comes out to who's luckier. 5-3 in the wins, only by 3 strikeouts. The ERA was a big difference. The whip was not much, and 5 quality starts. So, again, very close matchup, but we play the ratio games here. 11-1. This shot Eric back up to number 1. He was just sitting nice and cozy number 2 for just a moment. And here we are now moving into week 8. So, looking at the competitions, it is going to be Well, you know what? I'm going to say, matchup of the week. Let's go ahead and do Trippin' Billies versus Red Sox Nation with a caveat to Rally Monkeys and Blue Balls of Destiny. A little family affair there, a little matchup between the two. Because Josh could really put a hurting on you there, Walker, and keep your ass down in 10th just a few more weeks longer if he puts a whooping on you, sir. So this should be interesting to see where it goes. It's already Monday, and Josh has already hit a grand salami from Joey Wendell, who he picked up. Not a lot of games being played today, and I've only got the potential of 3 batters, with still Manny Machado being day-to-day. So we shall see if I even have any batters batting. Who knows? We shall see. So moving forward, what do we need to talk about? Okay, so here we are. We have this week where Spencer Turnbull gets a no-hitter, followed by Corey Kluber, who then gets a no-hitter. Now, you say to yourselves, okay, if we take the Madison Bumgarner no-hitter against the Braves, it was only 7 innings, well, then we've had 7 no-hitters. But then you take that out of the equation. Therefore, we've had 6 no-hitters. 6 no-hitters. 3 teams have been no-hit twice. The Seattle Mariners, Cleveland Indians, and I can't remember the third team. Cleveland, Seattle. I don't know. Is it the Pirates? I don't know. I'm going to research that. Let's see. Anyways, I really should have. I came more prepared. No hitters 2021. There have been 6 so far. Nada. Again, that mentioned blah, 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 blah. This is great podcasting. Awesome job. Oh, here we are. Mariners, Rangers, and Cleveland. Woo! Got that out of our system. There we go. So anyways, across the league as well, there's been an epidemic of batting averages. Batting averages right now, at this point in the season, are the lowest they have ever been in Major League Baseball history. This brings me to this point, and I have not heard really the first person talk about this in a national spectrum. And not like this will ever be a thing, but I just want to spark the conversation. This is my thought process. All right, so I want to bring you guys back to a certain situation several years ago called Deflategate. Completely different sport. This involved Tom Brady, I believe it was a Super Bowl, and footballs and deflating the balls. This went to a judicial system process. Things happened. Court fees were paid. Shit got real. Here's the reason why. People said that the changing of the ball, the density of the football, gave Tom Brady a competitive advantage and provided him the competitive edge to win that football game, ultimately winning the championship. So, this brings me to this. Hey, Major League Baseball, quit fucking with the baseballs. A couple of years ago, we had these baseballs that were carrying out of the fucking parks on mere bunt. Oh, he lays down a bunt, and now Ichiro is looking at a fucking home run. Holy shit. I don't even know if Ichiro was playing at that time, but you gathered the scenario. Lay down a bunt, fucking ball carries so far out, it's a fucking home run. Now we got these balls that apparently are giving the same type of lift ability, but they die and they're causing more fly balls. Obviously, if you're in the outfield and you're not looking at a ball going over your head and you're looking at one coming into your mitt, well, then all of a sudden, batting averages are going to drop because they're hitting the ball and then they drop and it's an out. So your average drops. Batting averages are dropping all across the league. And what else is happening? No hitters. No hitters. We've got 6, i.e., or asterisk 7 no hitters, and we haven't even gotten out of the month of May yet. Why is that? The fucking baseball is different. The baseball is allowing and inducing more ground balls and more fly balls. So my thought is, hey, baseball, you owe us, the fans, a fucking apology. Stop fucking with this shit. Number one, in a grand scheme of things, in a smaller scale of things, we base our fantasy draft based off of a totality of a player's career. But we also really look at last year's results. That's really what the basis for all of these people that are in fantasy baseball. Look at what this player did last year. Yeah, short season, but look at what they did. Look at the stats. If we took that, averaged it out versus a whole 162 game season, this is where this dude would have been. So we're going to say this guy needs to be here versus being here. You want to draft this person here and not draft him here. He is worth this and not worth this. It's fucking, this is what we do. Because we base this off of, well, this dude hits a ball, a trajectory this way. So we're taking all of this information that all of these people that are knowledgeable in the game are taking, and we're implementing it into our fantasy world because we want to win the Franklin. Now, those statistics and analytic educating guesses are now fucking construed and not even on the same platform that these people were projecting because the ball is fucking different. You fucked us on our fucking drafts. We drafted these batters on a basis of, well, we think that they're going to do this because they did this with this fucking result, but the result was from the fucking baseball years ago or last year. So now we're looking at this different fucking baseball. And guess what the fuck's happening? We're not getting the fucking results. The batters aren't getting the results, but the pitchers are getting better results. We're seeing these no-hitters because this ball is not fucking carrying like it used to. These hitters are putting an amount of power that they would think would carry the ball out of the park, and now it's not. So I go back to Deflategate. Here it is. We ridiculed Tom Brady and said, you fucking manipulated the ball and the ball's going to do this and you changed the whole fucking aspect and concept of that game. One fucking game. Well, you fucking major league bitches have changed the fucking outcome of every single fucking game and you're manipulating and fucking construing and fucking the whole damn fucking historical platform that is fucking Major League Baseball. Spencer Turnbull's not going to fucking pitch a no-hitter in 2019. The bitch didn't even have that good of fucking results then. And he's not going to carry that over. And Corey Kluber's old ass, like, okay, whatever. Yeah, he's good as a former Cy Young winner. Eric's probably going to get up in arms and say, hey, don't talk about Corey Kluber that way. But fuck you, dude. He's not going to, like, do this shit. I don't give a shit. Like, these fucking Texas Rangers, a lot of these fucking players, they're built on lifting the ball over the infield and putting it in the outfield as a base hit. But now that ball is not carrying that way. It's more of a infield fly or fucking leveling out and going into the second base and shortstop instead of lifting over. So now they've all got to fucking manipulate and change their mindset into how they're doing their shit. Eventually, it'll probably, I'm sure, level out and figure its way out. But my God, man. Like, we only have, like, so many fucking weeks to be in the top 6 of a fantasy baseball league before you just throw your fucking arms up and say, all right, fuck it. I don't know what this player is going to do. I can't fucking maximize their value because they're not doing what they should have been doing based off of the fucking results of a season where the ball was juiced. I'm glad I got that off my chest. And I think maybe some of you out there might be like, holy shit, Casey's onto something. Man, that's crazy. We bitched about Tom Brady in Deflategate because we were like, he changed the fucking game. It was because of the ball that he won. And now Major League's like, hey, we're just testing balls out. We're going to change this. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. Why can't you just make the same fucking baseball that you made years and years and years and years and years and years and stop fucking changing this shit? You're fucking with the program, assholes. You owe us an apology, bitch. Ugh. Yeah, I'm still a Braves fan. Just not a Braves fan when they beat my ass. Anyways, hope everybody enjoyed the podcast today. Sorry I got a little long-winded. No, maybe I got a point. Who knows? Fantasy baseball. 7th place. Me and Walker down here holding down bottom 4. Whew. Hope everybody has a good week. Hope you all enjoyed your stay here today. Yeah, that's all I got, people. Enjoy. I don't think I have anything else. Anybody have anything else? No? Oh, hey, let's go ahead and go through the rankings real quick. Not that you guys can't pull that shit up and see it yourselves. Remind me later about wanting to rank. So, Swinging Low back on top. Ray for Peaches, number 2. Trippin' Billy's number 3. Happy birthday, Shane. Belated. Number 4, Josh, Blue Balls. Harry, pair of testicles. Got Blue Balls and Harry. And Red Sox Nation rounded up top 6. A game back from 6th place is D's Nuts. A game and a half back from Red Sox Nation is Duval Braves. I'm on the aisle to hell is 23 games back from 1st place in 9th and sitting there all cozy in his warm pitching staff, his rally monkeys hitting home runs, but just not enough. 24 games back from Swinging Low. Everybody have a great week. Enjoy your stay, and you are now free to move about the country. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I need help. All right. Love you, boys. Have a good one. Love you, baby.